Hello everyone, it's Grandpa Hickory in Texas. It's very, very cold here. We got 4 inches of snow coming, and it's right now it's 21 degrees, so still going down. I think the wind chill factor is 1 degrees, I think they said. I've been listening to the morning team this morning. I slept in my long john top and my flannel pajama bottoms, and I slept with my Davy Crockett hat on. And you know, the only thing I like about Davy Crockett hat is it does not cover your ears. Alexa, stop. So I'm just saying that it's a bad situation. The way they designed it, see, it goes like this here, and your ears are uncovered. Well, that's a way to get an immediate horrible earache. So what I do at night is I pull it over like that, and I use the tail to cover my right ear. It's my left side, it's my right side. I know my phone is turned around. I don't know how to turn that screen around. But any road, it's very cold here, and they're saying that we're going to have snow, 4 inches of snow by this coming Thursday. I got my tea. You've got your coffee or your tea. I'm fixing to start drinking coffee because when it's real cold, I can drink coffee. Coffee has more pantothenic acid than English tea has, and it's easier on my stomach. A lot of you perhaps have had a cup of coffee in the morning and your stomach kind of hurts. You just kind of feel like, ugh. That's because of the pantothenic acid. Coffee is very high in pantothenic acid. English tea is not. So that's what's good. It's not high. Now, it's got some pantothenic acid in it, but not as strong as coffee. Of course, I got my German coffee that I'll be using it. It's at Jacob's Coffee. I got it. Well, it's in there. There it is right there. I'll show it to you right quick. This is what I use in the winter. I use Jacob's Coffee. It's the gold top because it is the Cronat Gold. And it's good. It's good stuff. But like I said, I don't drink coffee that much because of the high concentration of pantothenic acid in coffee. So I just prefer it like that. But we do have very, very cold weather coming. It's going to be quite a bit. I went out there and picked all these green tomatoes. I want you to look at these. Aren't they pretty? Can you believe it? Here it is, January. But I went out there, I picked me a bunch of these beauties. And I tell you what, people, it's cold here in Texas. But you know, people up in Wisconsin and Michigan and Minnesota and Ohio, the people up north, Montana, Wisconsin, Idaho, all those areas up north, especially into Canada, especially Northwest Territory in Canada. But, I mean, you're talking 36-foot snow drifts. You're talking blizzards. You remember that instrumental that came out called Wipeout with drums playing, the solo drums, were playing? Well, that's what it is. It's literally a wipeout. In other words, if you try to drive, you're going off. I mean, the ice and snow, you're going off in the ditch. And so many people here in Texas, they don't know how to drive on it. The best thing to do is not drive on it, because let me tell you this, a lot of people don't realize that by going out on snow and ice to try to get to work or whatever, a non-emergency, and they're going to get out in that weather anyway, the insurance company will not pay if you go out on the highways and wreck out. Because when they give the weather reports, they give the announcement, hazardous weather driving conditions, and it's best that you don't drive unless it's emergency. If they do that, then the insurance companies do not have to pay the claim on the damage to your vehicle. And a lot of people here in Texas have found this out. And I'm just telling you, people, be safe. Be safe, not sorry. And, I've heard so many of them that wrecked out and everything. And I talked to them. They told me, I sure wish I hadn't have gone out. I wish I'd just stayed at home. I'd have been better off. Well, you know, people, we got to try to use our noggins other than just a place to hang a hat. No pun intended. I'm going to have my Jimmy Dean sausage sandwich this morning, sausage and cheese. I got the ones on the croissants, and they don't have egg. Of course, I've got egg. I could whip up some egg right away, but I think I'm just going to do the sausage and cheese. I have to take my ox bile and my digestive enzyme before I eat, because this is what I use, because I don't have a gallbladder. And you that have a gallbladder, this right here is your best protection to keep that gallbladder. I wish somebody had told me this when I was in my 30s, in my 20s, really. I wish somebody had told me. And listen, all you that are getting earaches and everything, now I'm not a doctor, I'm not giving medical advice. All I'm doing is showing you what I do. But this here is golden seal root. And I'm telling you, this is really good. I get all this through Amazon. And you can go to Walmart and buy you these right here at that potency. That's 2,400 micrograms. Now, you don't take this every day. This is only like if you come down with a bad earache or anything. I'm saying that's what I do. Excuse me here. I'm not giving medical advice. But I take this, like if I get a bad earache, or I start feeling dizzy from the wind blowing, you know, my equilibrium gets off because of the high intense winds. We've had 35, 40 mile an hour wind gusts this morning, and so I have really been kind of staying in, kind of staying out of things. I tell you, people, it's something. It's not going to be snowing, they said, until I think Wednesday evening on into Wednesday night of this week. Today's Monday, so we have time to prepare. I've had my buddy going all night long, and I got my thermostat down on 70 at night. The reason why I'm doing this, I had a $228 light bill, and I talked to my brother. He lives in Alabama, and they get snow and ice and everything up there a lot more than we do. And he was telling me, he said, man, he said, we keep our thermostat at night on 70. And he said in the daytime, we set it at 72. And of course, they got their propane fireplace. Well, I've got a propane heater called my buddy, the small one. I don't have the big one. I got the small one. You can get the bigger my buddy. I think it's called the Big Buddy. But I just got the my buddy. It's about this tall. But listen, it does an excellent job. But now it can't warm this apartment up because there's so many gaps in the doors and gaps in the windows. And see, I can't put plastic up over my doors or my windows and tack them in place because of my cats. Little Precious, little Smokey, she goes airborne with her claws, and she embeds herself in the plastic and pulls the plastic down, and she'll tear the blinds down right along with it. So, you know, she's just a kitten. She's just like a little child. And that's just the way little ones are, whether you have little children. And you have to be careful if you've got little children, people tacking that painter's cloth up. It's clear plastic. Painter's, I call it painter's cloth, but it's painter's plastic. It's a heavy-duty plastic. They use it to cover things when they're painting. You can get it at Walmart. But here's the thing. You can tack it all up around your windows and your doors. And but if you've got children, be aware. Them little children can come up and pop that thing open, and they can get that tack and put it in their mouth and swallow it. We've got to watch out for little children. Or they can pull that plastic down and actually suffocate themselves in that plastic because they don't know any better. They're just little children. And that's what little children do. So it makes a world of difference. It really does. You know, I really like the Crockett hats. They're so warm and everything. But they're like the mare's leg, you know, the mare's leg. It's a revolver, but A lot of people call it a sawed-off rifle, but it's called the mare's leg. And the mare's leg is totally impractical. Well, the Crockett hat, to me, is totally impractical also. Now, how are you going to go out in the woods with your ears sticking out, walking like this, with them ears sticking out and that wind blowing 35, 40 miles an hour out of the north, and there you are in the woods walking with your gun? Especially, David Crockett did it with a 40 cal. Well, friends, I guarantee he came down with lots of earaches, and a person can actually get pneumonia doing that also. Yes, sir. I mean, yes, you can really, really, really get sick. You've got to protect yourself. You've got to. And you elders in your homes, do like I do. I'm wearing my long john tops and my flannel bottoms. I like the flannels better because they're loose and they're more, they're warm. But I can just get around with them. They're more comfortable to me than those gripping thermal bottoms, But any road you can do that. In the daytime, you can wear your coat, not a jacket, a thick coat. And I sleep with a Sherpa at night, me and the kids. And they gather in on me and they sleep. They pile up on me, my legs, right here on my stomach and right here. So I've got 3 cats on me, and their body heat, I tell you what, we all snuggle and we sleep like babies. So my kits come to me, and one stays on the end table, and Milo, he gets over on the couch. I'm going to put a Sherpa that I've got. I'm going to show you my Sherpa right quick. I had it on my recliner. This is my Sherpa. Now this is nice, but I've got a black and white Sherpa. So what I'm going to do with this is I'm going to fold it like this here, and I'm going to lay it long ways down on the couch for the kids to sleep on at night. And because Milo likes to sleep on the couch, he's a big boy. He's a big one, so he has to have lots of room. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to get over there and put that there, and then I'm going to get my big black and white Sherpa out, which is very big. And you can tell by that it's thick. It's about that thick. And it is so warm and comfortable. And you elders, you can get that Sherpa through Amazon. That's what I did. And they've got different colors and different sizes. But I really like the Sherpas in the dead of winter, more so than I do my quilts. Now I've got heavy duty wool blankets, and also got a, what did I do with that? Where did I put that at? I don't know what I've done. I was going to show you. It's a thermal blanket, and it's in a small pack, and you take it out, and it looks like aluminum foil on one side, but it looks like aluminum foil, but it's not. It's reliable. But you can cover up with that, and it will actually keep you from freezing to death. So, but you don't want to get too hot to where you start sweating in freezing cold weather. You don't want to do that, because it can be a bad situation. It can make you sick, and you can come down with pneumonia. So I'm just saying, people, be careful. Be winter-minded, is what I call it. Be prepared, like we used to say in the Boy Scouts. That was our motto back when America was America, back in the 50s, 40s, and 50s. Then they ruined it all with, you know what they did to it. I'm not going to say anything because the algorithm on YouTube, they already dinged me twice, so I have to watch what I say. But anyway, I hope that you have a good day, and I ask you to be careful on the highways. If you have to go out on snow and ice, please be careful. I mean, I can't stress that enough. And if there's any way you can avoid it, stay in. Protect yourself, protect your family, and remember, there's only one of you. If something happens to you, then we all lose you. And that's right, all of us. Everyone in our world are our neighbors. And every life matters and counts. So you take care of yourself. You don't want to get out there and injure yourself, break your limbs, or cause some kind of damage to your feet to where you can't walk anymore. I mean, people, please be careful. Well, anyway, you have a good day. Hit the like button, subscribe to my channel, and I'll see you on the next video. Goodbye from cold Texas.